High school football is on the air. HavenFootball.net is pleased to present tonight's Strath Haven football game. Tonight's game is between your 1-0 Strath Haven Panthers and the 1-0 Penncrest Lions.
And play fake back to pass his Kitchen. Looking. Wants it all down this near sideline. Has Fisher out here. Who's got it? Tiptoes inside. Give is to Kaufman off the left side. He's driving the pile into the secondary. Kaufman explodes. And he'll finish in the end zone. No flags. And the Panthers...
Tonight's game is sponsored by the Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper, true local coverage of Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding neighborhoods. Published since 1893. Steve Tobbs, Allstate Insurance and Media. Auto, Home, and Life. You're in good hands with Allstate. Ask, alumni and friends supporting kids, helping students K-12 to enhance their educational experience. Rose Tree Wellness Center, complete chiropractic treatments featuring ART therapies in media. We get to the root of the problem. Ducklings Early Learning Center in Wallingford, daycare for ages 6 weeks to 5 years. Sandy McCulley at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services in Media. Give her a call when buying or selling your home. Scar Pagnato Plumbing, over 20 years experience for all your plumbing needs in Wallingford. Proud Haven supporters Mary and Larry Luter, go Haven! The Wharton Benefits Group, specializing in creating employee benefit packages to attract, retain, and award the best employees. AMF Auto Clinic, taking care of your cars since 1961, located in Brookhaven on Edgemont Avenue. Here are tonight's internet announcers, the voices of the Strath Haven Panthers, Brian Carroll, Pete Fulgenetti, Andrew Kaufman, and Mike Mayer.
Welcome to the start of the 2024 Central League season. We have an abbreviated pregame here. We'll pause for a moment here to hear the national anthem. We'll turn up the field mic and do a very quick pregame intro here as we get ready for Central League action on havenfootball.net. But in the meantime, we'll turn up the field mic and enjoy the Star-Spangled Banner leading into Labor Day weekend, courtesy of the Penncrest Marching Band. There's the Star-Spangled Banner, courtesy of the Penncrest Marching Band, and welcome to the Media Bowl here at Lewis Scott Field on the campus of Penncrest High School. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play tonight, joined by Pete Fulgenetti and Andrew Kaufman with the color commentaries and stats. Mike Mayers doing all the engineering tonight, and thanks again to Dean Michelson and Bill Clancy working the cameras, and thank you everybody for your patience through our technical challenges getting things set up here tonight and through some hiccups at the start of the Interborough game last week, but we have things under control and looking forward to a terrific game between crosstown rivals here. And this Media Bowl always seems to be a good game, Pete. This is a lot of local rivalries. A lot of these kids grew up playing football or baseball or basketball together, being they're only a couple miles apart on Route 252.
Yeah, it's a neighborhood game. These kids, like you said, Brian, they play on the same team sometimes when they're the Pee Wee leagues and growing up and all that, but now they're opponents. But it's always a great rivalry here every year.
Strath Haven won the toss, defers, and will kick it away to start things. Penncrest in their red jerseys, white helmets, and white pants, and standing deep to return. The ever-dangerous Asher Wynn in the middle of the field. He has a kick return for a score a week ago. He's had one in each of the last 3 seasons as a senior now. Albert Dada over on the far side. And number 21 at the bottom of your screen is Sean Benson. Freshman Steyer ready to go, and Matt Steyer with a short end-over-end kick. It'll come down, and stumbling across the 30-yard line, losing his footing, is Andrew Heiserman, and the Penncrest offense will get it going from there on the far hash mark. We'll see who starts at quarterback. They rotated 2 different guys last week, as they did for much of last year. But in the meantime, Penncrest offense looks like this. Asher Wynn and Albert Dada are your running backs. Blaise Persichetti and Kyle Cunningham, the right wide receivers. Colby Poole is your tight end. Center is Jack Fritz. The guards, Owen Lynch and Orion Collet. Ben Kaufman and Bill Driscoll are your tackles, and when they break the huddle, we'll tell you who the quarterback is, but I expect to see both Paul Graham and Nick Mullen at quarterback tonight. So they start with a pistol look here. And in this pistol, 1st and 10, they give off the left side. This is Asher Wynn looking for running room and not much doing over there. It's Paul Graham taking that snap from center. He is the junior quarterback, more of a running threat than anything else. We'll get to the Haven defense after this play, after 2nd down and 7. Asher Wynn 3 on his first carry, and last week was able to pile up 41 yards rushing on 12 attempts in the Lions' 33-20 win over Sun Valley. So head coach Paul Graham in his 2nd stint here with Penncrest as the head coach, coming off their first playoff appearance in years. They got to 500 with a 5-5 regular season record last year before falling in the first round of the playoffs to Marple Newtown. His son, Paul Graham Jr. in the gun on 2nd and 7. Stretch play to the near side. This is Wynn looking for room, and Quinn Kell there to meet him. Kell wearing number 17 tonight. He is joined on the rest of the Strath Haven defense up front by a big, talented front 4. Jai Curtis and Vince Hales, your bookend defensive ends, both all-leaguers a year ago. Nick Faribault and Alexi Gustafson on the inside. Linebackers James Fisher, Shane Green, and Luke Mulhern. On the corners, Van Wendell and Grayson LaFrance. Strong safety is Quinn Kell, who made the last tackle, and the free safety is senior Ben Milligan. 3rd and about 2 here for Penncrest, who hung in there pretty well last year with Strath Haven, and a lot of long clock-chewing drives that kept the Haven offense off the field for a good chunk of it. Graham takes his time with 2 tight ends. They give it one more time to Asher Wynn, and he'll push the pile for 1st down yardage. Forward progress should give him the 42-yard line, a gain of 4, and another 1st down. So Wynn, not the biggest ball carrier they've ever had. They really lost 2 sledgehammers last year to graduation. But Wynn, an outfielder on the baseball team as well, talented in his own right. Ben Kaufman checks out for Penncrest, and checking in number 75, that's Caleb Eppright, who played a good chunk of last week's game when the starting right tackle, Bill Driscoll, went out with an injury. Receivers are split. Graham has Wynn on his left hip. On 1st and 10 from the 42. Stretch play again. Wynn looking for the edge, turns the corner on Fisher, and Fisher shoves him out of bounds, but another gain of maybe 4 or 5 here. Nice work there by Wynn, and they'll mark it just shy of midfield at the 48. Good start here for Penncrest, Pete.
Yeah, it is a good start. They've been running left, running right, getting 3 and 4 yards at a shot. But, let's see. Haven will adjust, tighten it up, and we'll see what happens.
Asher Wynn, 4 carries for all of the Penncrest yardage thus far here. 9:36 and counting. I'm sorry, clock stopped after that play ran out of bounds. But Wynn setup actually gets a breather here. And that's Sean Benson in the backfield, standing behind Graham. Persichetti to the far side. They give it on the stretch play. Looking for room is Benson, going nowhere. Quinn Kell says no. Loss on the play as Luke Mulhern comes up to help as well. Nice work by the Haven pursuit that time. And now 3rd and long here for the Lions. Panther defense really wasn't on the field all that much last week against against Interboro, Pete.
No, it wasn't. It was It was 42 points, and they only played 5 minutes in the second quarter. It was quite a game for the Haven.
Benson loses 3 on the play, turns this into third down and about 8. And again, I think Coach Graham knows exactly what he's doing here with taking their time in the huddle. They're going to wait for the back judge to put his hand in the air before they snap it, and this worked very well, chewing up a good chunk of the clock in last year's game. On 3rd and 8, Graham's going to keep it himself. Off the left side, steps away from 1-man, 2-man, missed tackles by the Panthers, and Graham has himself a first down. Needed 8, got all 8 right there. And chains will move left to right. And the Lions keep things moving here with a fresh set of downs, Andrew.
Yeah, excellent work there. They fake the handoff, and Graham keeps it and goes up the middle for 8.
Persichetti out. Andrew Koya into the game. I'm sorry, Anthony Koya. He returned a punt for a touchdown last week. Again, 2 touchdown difference in the victory over Sun Valley a week ago, and you score twice on special teams, that'll usually do the trick, especially when you turn the ball over. They fumbled 3 times last week, but Penncrest still came out on top. 1st and 10 here from the Haven 48. Graham, stretch play. Nope, going to keep it himself, and Panthers ready that time. Alexi Gustafson makes him pay after a short gain, maybe a yard. 2nd down and 9 upcoming. Gustafson and Nick Faribaugh in the middle of that defense. And, you know, the Panthers, as Pete mentioned, with a pretty convincing win last week, had a running clock the entire second half and put 42 on the board very quickly. But, you know, there were some question marks coming in. You graduated the entire offensive line really from a year ago, and we're still learning a little bit here in the early part of the second game. Clock ticks, 7:10 and counting to play here in the opening quarter. 2nd down and 9. Give inside is to Benson for a few. Panthers there to make the stop. That's Quinn Kell again, the strong safety. Drops him at the 43-yard line, and 3rd and about 5 upcoming. Probably 4-down territory unless they have a negative play.
They're sure using clock up, Brian. That's almost half the period. That's their strategy, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Panthers 35-14 was the game last year, and it was a whole lot closer than that for most of the night. Really, Panthers hit a couple of big plays, but could not get off the field defensively. Trying to do that here on 3rd and 5. Receivers split to either side. Asher Wynn back in the game, and you get a flags, and I think this is going backwards here for the Lions. False start as they shifted the back, but they also had 2 men in motion there. I think both receivers were off the line of scrimmage just a little bit too far there, and you get one moving forward at the point that they shift, and we're now looking at 3rd down back near the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Koya checks into the game in place of Persichetti.
This game is a much different feel than last week did.
Yeah.
Last week at this point it was already 14-7.
Yeah, it was.
Panther offense hoping to get their crack at it here shortly. 3rd and 10. Paul Graham under center. Wynn behind him, back to pass for the first time is Graham. Looking, has Jai Curtis in his lap, fires downfield. Is Colby Poole on the grab? Is he inbounds? That's the question. I think he is. I think he got a foot down. Indeed he did at the Panther 31-yard line. First down, a beautiful throw and catch right there. Gain of 17 and another first down, and the Panther defense has yet to find an answer here. Paul Graham, good delivery there. Did well to get away from Jai Curtis, who's one of the Panthers' better pass rushers.
That was a nice catch. He stretched out. He kept 1 foot in, and that's all you need in high school, 1 foot.
Colby Poole, your leading receiver last week with 3 catches for just 19 yards. Picked up 17 on his first grab of the night here. 2 tight ends, single receiver to the right this time. Pistol look again, heavy set, and Coach Graham is upset here and going to call timeout and talk things over. So 5:15 to go here before halftime, and before the end of the first quarter. We'll take a short timeout. Be back in just a moment for the Media Bowl here at Penncrest High.
The Swarthmorean Weekly newspaper has partnered up with havenfootball.net. The Swarthmorean was established in 1893 and is a true community newspaper and covers the Wallingford-Swarthmore School District as well as events in Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding communities. Get your copy every Friday at 320 Market or Swarthmore Co-op, or go to swarthmorean.com for a mailed or digital subscription. For all the local news, read the Swarthmorean every week.
Hey fans, this is Todd Lights, public address announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you are listening to High School Football right here at havenfootball.net.
All right, welcome back. 1st and 10 for the Lions here from the Panther 31. Penncrest threatening here with their 3 first downs under their belt already. This is Graham going to keep it himself, steps away from 1 man, 2 men, and he is slippery. Quinkell finally gets a hold of him by the ankles there with help from Vince Hales, but not before he leans to the 28 and keeps the clock moving and keeps the Lions moving forward. 2nd down and 7 upcoming. Have just a handful of other games on this Thursday evening going on. We'll hope to get some score updates from up in the Suburban 1 League. CB West and Upper Dublin, both 1-0, going head-to-head. A couple other 1-0 teams, North Penn and Council Rock South, and Pennsbury and Quakertown. We hope to get updates from all of them maybe closer to halftime. Here, 2nd down and 6. From the 28, Graham dive inside to the right, and nothing doing that time for Asher Wynn. Panthers ready to go with Shane Green crashing down on that one. They'll maybe lose a yard or maybe even give him forward progress.
Give him a yard.
Give him a yard? All right, well, give credit to the offensive line getting a good push there. But in the meantime, Asher Wynn 5 carries for 19 yards here in the early going. Nothing eye-popping, but effective nonetheless. 3rd down and 6, probably 4-down territory here for the Lions, with just 3:53 and counting to play here in the first quarter. Persichetti split to the far side. Bottom of your screen to the near side is Heiserman. Graham, option to the left. He's going to keep it himself. Steps away from 1 man. Green wraps him up, but still just 4th and maybe a yard or 2 here, as positive yards there from Graham, just a junior. Last year, he and Zach Mullen shared time, and Graham, probably the more slippery runner, and Zach Mullen, who what I would expect probably gets some time tonight, but big, tall kid with a rocket for an arm. In the meantime, things are going well for Penncrest, so they'll look to ride with it here on 4th and 1.
That option, Brian, has given the Haven defensive line a little trouble.
You know, and give Graham some credit here. He's making a hole where there isn't one. He's made a couple guys miss in not a whole lot of space in a few moments already. All right, 4th and a yard. Panther defense trying to get off the field. Option to the right. The pitch comes to this near side. Benson trying to turn the corner. Vince Hales says no! Vince Hales drops Benson for a loss, and the Panther offense will take over as the defense finally gets a stop with 2:43 to go here in quarter number 1. Well, that's one way to do it. Panther offense, well, we'll get them going here. We'll rattle off the lineup very quickly, as Caden Schuster's at quarterback, has yet to throw a pass this season. And that may change tonight. Shane Green, James Fisher, and Vince Hales in the backfield. We'll see Ben Milligan out there as well. At halfback, 2 tight ends, Alexi Gustafson and J.E. Curtis. Flanagan, Faraball, Murley, O'Neill, and Collins are your front 5. Fisher goes in motion on 1st and 10, tossed to the far side. It's Shane Green, makes 1 man miss, crosses the 25, and that's about it. Not much doing, maybe just 2 yards for Green, who had 196 a week ago against Interboro. But the Penncrest defense ready that time, and they have really a 5-2 look probably most of the night. Owen Thompson is your nose guard. Ben Kaufman, Kyle Cunningham are the tackles. Albert Dada and Orion Collet are the ends. Linebackers on the inside, Colby Poole and Jeff Cropper. Anthony Koya and Andrew Heiserman are your corners. Dylan McCrary and Sean Benson at safety. 2nd down and about 8. Wing T look. They give inside to Green off the left side. Cuts inside. Good cut from Shane Green. He gets a bundle across the 35. Give him an 11 or 12 here. And a Panther first down.
Shane Green did a lot of that against Interboro last week. Very, very shifty runner. Very shifty.
They call it, somebody mentioned, the sort of the thunder and lightning with Green and Fisher. Green, he has some power, some straight ahead, but boy, he can make you miss from time to time too, and has breakaway speed as well. Fisher wing to the near side, Hales in the backfield, and now they shift. On 1st and 10 from the 38, Schuster, and you're going to get flags. I think a pre-snap penalty here against Strath Haven. Somebody flinched, and 1st and 15 does not feel quite as good for head coach Kevin Clancy on the far sideline. Coming off the district title last season, 2 of the last 3 years. The Panthers are the 5A District 1 champs, and again, lots of question marks up front with the offensive line, but a lot of those skill guys saw plenty of time and were heavy contributors a year ago. Clancy picked up his 358th career win last week, 291 of them at Strath Haven. Here, just 1:10 to go in the opening quarter. 1st and 15, it's Schuster. Play fake, has time, looking, rolling, fires to the flat. It is nearly intercepted, knocked down by Benson. Not much of a window to throw it into that time, and on 1st and 15, falls to the turf. ALD 2nd down and long. Clock stops with 1:02 to go here in the opening quarter, and now you have some questions here. What are the play calls here? Panthers check in Ben Milligan. Alexi Gustafson checks out. My guess is Milligan maybe lines up at split end here as they break the huddle. Indeed it is. Milligan over near the far hash mark, split to the right. Wing to the right is Vince Hales. 2nd and 15, quick hitter to Shane Green. He has room off the left side, and look out. 45-50, 40, 30. Shane Green pulling away, and he will go 67 yards to pay dirt. Shane Green, how's that for 2nd and 15?
Yeah, you get 2nd and 15, you think you're in a boatload of trouble, hand it to one of your best backs, and he'll take it the distance. You
have wing to the far side, split end to the far side. Everything suggests you're going left, and bounce it off, go to right rather. Green bounces back to the left, and 67 yards later, Green has the Panthers on the board first. On for the extra point, the freshman, Matt Steyer. With 51 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Ball spotted. Kick is away, and it is good. Schuster put it down. Nice snap from Jackson Miller. And Strath Haven 7, Penncrest nothing. We'll be back in just a moment. Stick with us. Be right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome to Allstate, where everyone saves when they bundle their home and auto insurance. Isn't that right, Frank?
I saved 25%. Booyah.
You protected your casa?
Sure did.
And the Frank tank?
You know it.
And now you're relaxing.
I'm working from home.
Sure you are. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Your local Allstate agent is Steve Taub in media. Give him a call at 610-566-3500.
This is Keith Jackson. You're listening to High School Football right here on Haven Football.
Welcome back to Lewis Scott Field. Strath Haven on the board first here. Penncrest chewed up, 10 minutes of the first quarter with 4 first downs, marching down the field. A big play by Vince Hales on 4th down to turn the tide and get the Panthers the football. And 3 Shane Green runs around an incomplete pass as the Panthers on the board first. Green with a 67-yard run has them up 7-0 with just 51 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. All right, Steyer has it teed again. They go again with that short sky kick. It'll come down and off the mitts. It's muffed, and now a scramble for it. Let's see. I think the Panthers are going to be on this. 42 Van Wendell had a shot, but I don't know. No signal. Did they signal? Did he get it back? Okay, Penncrest got it back, I think, right?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see a signal. All right, it is Penncrest football. There we go. Referee gave us the heads up here. Maybe he heard us. All right, so Penncrest dodges a bullet right there off the muffed kickoff and has it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. All right. See what Coach Graham can put together here with Paul Graham Jr. again under center. Asher Wynn, the single setback. They give it to Wynn. Up the middle he goes for maybe 5 yards or so. Good push there until Shane Green wraps him up. Maybe even 6 here. All right, we get our Twitter updated. Clock ticks. 30 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. 2nd down and 4 here for Lions. And Strath Haven trying to make things a little easier on themselves defensively, perhaps. It's been all Penncrest for most of the first quarter. Everything but the scoreboard. On 2nd down and 4. One more time, it's Wynn. He gets a couple more. And again, nice push up front here by this offensive line between the tackles. And also in there at tight end right now is Owen Thompson. He doubles as the nose guard, and just like that, we've come to zeros on the game clock here at the end of quarter number 1. Be back in just a moment. 2nd quarter action. You're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Your car is probably your second biggest investment, and AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven wants to keep that investment in tip-top shape. AMF Auto Clinic has been maintaining automobiles since 1961, and they take pride in their work and in keeping your car in perfect running order. From inspections to general maintenance and repair, you can trust your auto investment to AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven. Call for an appointment today at 610-872-2167.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to 2nd quarter action. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play with Andrew Kaufman and Pete Fulgenetti joining me. Mike Mayer doing all the engineering and the camera work, thankfully handled and well handled by Bill Clancy and Dean Michelson. Strath Haven 7, Penncrest nothing here as we get the second stanza underway. 3rd and a yard here for Penncrest, who's moved the ball well, very well. 3 first downs here in the first quarter, and just about 36 inches away from another one here, unless the Panthers can get a stop. Single setback is Benson. Receivers are split. 2 tight ends here, and give off the right side. It's Benson for, I think, forward progress will get him just enough. Hales and 89 Gustafson there to meet him quickly, but didn't get much, but didn't need much. That'll move the chains and another first down. So 4 carries for 0 yards for Benson so far, but again, no punts so far, and everybody's moving, again, no eye-popping stats thus far for Penncrest, but they've moved it quite well here as we're early in this second quarter. Split to the far side is number 4, Anthony Koya. Give inside one more time. It's a couple more for Benson to about the 42. 2nd down and about 8 upcoming. And, Coach Graham, I think, has the right idea here. They're going to look to milk the clock for as long as possible, Pete, and keep that Haven offense and the explosiveness on the sideline.
That's what they're doing. The one stat that's amazing, in the first quarter, they had 14 carries for 40-some yards, and Haven only had 3 carries for 81 yards.
Right.
And that's all that matters, 7-0.
All right, here we go. Receiver split again. Pistol look this time for Graham on 2nd down and 8. Graham, stretch play. Nope, going to keep it himself. He's got some room off that right side. He bangs his way to midfield, and I think maybe just a hair short of a first down. But, again, he reads that quite well, and it'll be 3rd and inches now with the nose of the football on the midfield stripe.
They need the other side of the midfield stripe for the first down.
Yep. 5 carries for 25 yards here in the early going for Paul Graham Jr. He had 3 rushing touchdowns last week, 0 for 1 throwing it against Sun Valley. And receiver split again. Koya at the bottom of the screen, 3rd and inches. It's Graham right up the middle, following his center for first down yardage. Gain of 2, and good push from Jack Fritz to get the sticks moving one more time. Clock ticks. 9:50 and counting to play here in a fast-moving first half. Time of possession is
lopsided.
Absurd in favor of Penncrest. Strath Haven's held the ball for 1 minute and 51 seconds, and that's it. But they lead at 7-0 at the moment and have to find a way to slow down this Penncrest offense. On 1st and 10, Graham, shotgun snap again, back to pass, has time, looking for the tight end over the middle. It is incomplete. Up the seam there, it was Poole, and then you're going to get a flag. Oh, wow. Flag came in very late. You may get illegal contact or something like it. Not sure. Well, pass fell incomplete, but if this ends up being pass interference, this will be a big boost here. So it looks to be against Strath Haven in the secondary. Is it pass interference or illegal contact?
Looked like pass interference was the signal.
Okay.
From the head official.
And I think there'll be some people upset with that. But in the meantime, Penncrest with a 1st and 10 at the Panther 33.
I have to say there was contact with the receiver while the ball was in the air. Whether or not that really affected the play is up for judgment.
All right. We'll check the replays on that, I guess, at some point. In the meantime, 2 receivers, 1 to either side. Kyle Cunningham at the bottom of your screen. First down give off the left side. Win with running room. He's going to plow his way across the 30 down near the 26-yard line. And then a flag comes in late again. And you're going to be, I think, tacking on for what, out of bounds?
Yeah, 22. He was out of bounds. 22 pushed him a little more, but it wasn't very much.
Okay. Well, can't do that. So I think
Grayson LaFrance.
Yeah, this will be another 15-yarder here. So gain of 8 on the run there for Wynn. And then we'll tack on
half the distance.
15, half the distance. So a couple of huge penalties here against the Panther defense is giving the Lions a lot of life here with 9:12 to go here in quarter number 2.
Ball be at about the 12-yard line now.
All right. Well, Panther defense stiffened in the red zone the first time the Lions were down there. They'll need to do it again, but this time Penncrest with 4 cracks at it. Blaze Persichetti split to the far side, Cunningham to the near side. Tight end to the left is Owen Thompson. On first down, they give inside to Wynn, and he goes nowhere. Jai Curtis exploded into the backfield for first contact there, and not much doing, well, maybe a yard. I think they'll give him the 11-yard line. All right, Wynn, 37 yards. He's been a busy young man, 9 carries already. He had 10 last week for the entire game. Here, 8:30 and counting to go here in quarter number 2. 2nd and 9 for the Lions. Same formation. Receivers split, 2 tight ends. Poole to the far, tight end to the right, and Thompson to the left. They run off the left side again. It's Wynn. He'll carry a man inside the 10-yard line. Fisher hanging on, but is dragged down to the 6-yard line. Maybe the 7. All right, they'll put it down at the 7.
3rd and 5.
3rd and about 5. Wynn picks up 4 more.
Yeah, he dragged Fisher a couple of yards there. That's some powerful running there.
Wynn, again, mentioned earlier, he's had kickoff returns for touchdowns in each of his 3 varsity years now after running one back 86 yards against Sun Valley last week. But this is by far the most action he's seen at running back over last week and now this week. All right, Wynn again, your lone setback. He shifts to the left. And they come this way, keeping himself as Graham, and he is wrapped up this time. Shane Green on the blitz. Jai Curtis in there as well, and they drop him back near the 15. Are they going to give forward progress? Back to the line of scrimmage? Wow, okay. They'll put it down at the 6-yard line, I guess. It'll be 4th and goal.
No, that's back to the 11.
Oh, okay. All right, they did put it at the 11. All right, I was watching the line judge over here.
Angles are a little weird.
That makes a little more sense. So, field goal unit is on. And this is James Mulholland on to try a 28-yarder rather. Snap, spot, kick is away, and it is good. Penncrest on the board with 6:34 to go, an impressive drive, and it's 7-3. We'll be back in just a moment, see if the Panthers can answer on havenfootball.net.
Alumni and Friends Supporting Kids is a fiscal partner of the Foundation for Wallingford Swarthmore Schools. ASK strives to bridge the gaps in access to educational resources so that WSSD students have a holistic school experience. ASK helps students K through 12 with items, services, and resources to support and enhance their educational experience with a focus on academic, artistic, athletic, and social enrichment. ASK scholarship forms are available on the WSSD website as well as through the school counseling department.
Hello everyone, I'm Ron Jaworski, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and you're listening to high school football right here on Haven Football.
Welcome back to Penncrest High as the Lions complete a 70-yard scoring drive, capped by a 28-yard field goal off the foot of James Mulholland. 7-3. Strath Haven on top here with 6:34 to go here in the first half. High end-over-end kick, and, picking up where he left off with the wind at his back, Mulholland, he has just a cannon for a right leg. Had 5 touchbacks last week against Sun Valley, and that one, give him 6 now for the season.
That one went through the end zone.
That was with plenty to spare. So James Mulholland caps the drive and puts the Panthers 80 yards from pay dirt here, starting just their second drive of the evening, midway through this second quarter. All right, we're trying like crazy to type out a tweet and talk at the same time here. And in the meantime, Strath Haven will start at their own 20 on the far hash. On first down, they give us to Shane Green. Lots of room up front and stretches out near the 23, 24-yard line. That hole closed quickly thanks to Albert Dada and brings up second down and about 7 for Green and the Panthers. Panthers have run 5 offensive plays now, 4 carries for Green and 1 incomplete pass. That's the story of their first half offense thus far. All right, clock ticks. Inside of 6 minutes to go now in quarter number 2. Caden Schuster under center. The give is to Vince Hales with room off the left side. He'll follow his blocker across the 25 to the 26, and Hales sets up the Panthers with third down and about 4. So Hales, just a few carries last week, gets his first of the night right there. Clock continuing to tick. Panthers, believe it or not, if you go 3 and out here, this is a big test. Wing to the left is Fisher. Hales in the backfield. Fisher comes in motion. They give it up the middle to Green. He's exploded again. Look out. 50, 40. Green will not be caught. Guard trap will go 74 yards to pay dirt, and the Panthers strike again quickly. It's Shane Green to the house for the second time.
This quick strike offense is something else for the Panthers.
It's amazing.
2 possessions, 318, 2 touchdowns.
And Penncrest had the ball like how many minutes? Jeez.
15 and a half.
15 and a half minutes of possession for
3 points.
3 points and trailing now, about to be 14-3 if Matt Steyer can pound through his second extra point try of the evening. Jackson Miller to snap it. Schuster puts it down. Steyer puts it through. Strath Haven 14. Penncrest 3. We'll be back in just a moment. Thanks again to our sponsors. You make it happen every week here on havenfootball.net.
Looking for pre-K childcare with an emphasis on learning? Ducklings Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old within 1 block of Nether Providence Elementary School on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing, educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 610-936-9400.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Lewis Scott Field. 5:07 to go here in quarter number 2. Strath Haven had the ball for 1:26 in that last drive and score yet again. Shane Green, after a 67-yard run earlier for his score, follows it up with a 74-yard run right up the middle, and it's Strath Haven 14, Penncrest 3 here in the annual Media Bowl. All right, Matt Steyer ready to go again, kicking into a wind this time. High, short kick. It's going to come down to one of the up men again, take a hop and a scramble for it, and a nice play right there by, is that Dada or Cunningham? Cunningham to dive forward and push it out of bounds. All right, so Penncrest gets the offense back on the field. Can they cash in now, Pete?
I know one thing, they're going to run up the clock a little bit because they've been running it all night, but you got to put points on the board.
All right, here we go. 2 long drives here for Penncrest. The first stalled inside the 20 on a big play by Vince Hales on 4th and short. The last one, a big play by Jai Curtis and Shane Green tackling the runner for a loss, sets up a field goal. Penncrest trying to keep it moving and finish the job this time. Shotgun look here for Graham. Keeping it off the right side, looking for room. Has the edge momentarily, but Panthers close quickly. Nice job backtracking and peeling off his block there by Vince Hales. And forward progress may give him a yard, but that's about it. So we'll see how things are going on 2nd down and 9. Paul Graham 1 for 1 throwing it. A 17-yard completion on 3rd and long. Kept the first drive of the night going. But he's been busy on the ground as expected. 8 carries, but just 24 yards now as the Panther defense is starting to find its some traction here. Seeing this offense at full speed. Cunningham split to the near side. Pistol look again for Graham, and now he shifts the runner onto his right hip from the 31-yard line, back to pass for the second time. Graham looks, fires to the right side, has a man wide open. It's midfield and more for Colby Poole. Ben Milligan and friends ride him out of bounds, but Poole's second catch of the night, a big one, into Strath Haven territory to the 41-yard line. 28 yard. 28-yard completion, and Poole has been running free there in that secondary. All right. Clock stopped at 4:01 to go here in the first half. Persichetti split to the far side, Cunningham to the near side. 1st and 10 here for Penncrest. And option of this near sideline, and Wynn made one man hit, and a huge hit from Ben Milligan, who stepped up and now is a little slow to get up. Big hit put Wynn on the seat of his pants after a gain of about 3 or 4, and brings up 2nd down. Panthers with a little bit of an adjustment. They shifted Jai Curtis inside to defensive tackle these last few plays, and see if that starts to make a difference in that midline option game. He's alongside of Gustafson, who's kicked to the outside. 2nd down and 6, they go option right, and keeping it this time is Graham. He'll be maybe a yard shy of a 1st down. Tripped up there by Kell, and brings up 3rd down and maybe a yard. Clock continues to tick. 3:02, 3:01 and counting to play here in the second quarter. Penncrest with 2 timeouts in their pocket. Penncrest will kick it off to start the second half. So Haven trying to hold down the fort here defensively and see if they can escape with a 2-score lead here before halftime. Penncrest trying to change their fortunes here. 3rd and a yard. Right up the middle goes Graham. Gets a push from Wynn in the back, but I think it's enough. they give them the 30-yard line, certainly is. And they do. 2-yard run there for Graham. And that will keep the chains moving. Clock continues to tick. 2:25 and counting to play here in the second quarter. Panther defense been awfully busy tonight. We'll have to count up total plays here at some point as well. Penncrest receivers split, 2 tight end look again. Benson in at halfback. Option to this near side. They pitch it to Benson, looking for room off the corner, and he is dropped there by Quinkel. Short gain of maybe 2 or 3. And the junior, who saw some time on the baseball field in the spring as well, steps up and makes the tackle with 1:43 and counting to play here in this first half.
Plays are currently 29 for Penncrest, Strath Haven 7.
29-7. Snap number 30 upcoming here for the Lions with 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Paul Graham under center again with 2 tight ends. Benson still in the backfield. Now shifts on second down. Give one more time as to Benson up the middle and a couple more to the 25, and that's about it. Mulhern and Jai Curtis on the stop. Panthers defense, they're going to need a breather here. We're inside of a minute to play here before halftime. 3rd and 5 for the Lions. Colby Poole, tight end to the far side, and now the Panthers call timeout and want to talk it over with 48 seconds to go. And we'll take a short timeout with them. Be back in 30 seconds. 3rd and 5 upcoming for the Lions, trying to cut into a 14-3 Haven lead on havenfootball.net.
Your car is probably your second biggest investment, and AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven wants to keep that investment in tip-top shape. AMF Auto Clinic has been maintaining automobiles since 1961, and they take pride in their work and in keeping your car in perfect running order. From inspections to general maintenance and repair, you can trust your auto investment to AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven. Call for an appointment today at 610-872-2167.
Looking for pre-K childcare with an emphasis on learning? Duckling's Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old within 1 block of Nether Providence Elementary School on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing
back. 4 points. Welcome back here. 3rd down and 5 for the Lions. From the Strath Haven 25, just 48 ticks remaining on the second quarter clock. Give inside, it's Wynn going nowhere, and that's Jai Curtis saying no one more time. No gain on the play, and big 81. He wore 7 last week, but he's back to his more familiar number 81, and I expect that's what he'll wear the rest of the season. And Coach Paul Graham's going to call timeout here with 4th and 5 upcoming for the Panthers with just 34 seconds left. We'll keep it right here, and Brian, what's the call here, Pete?
Yeah, well, once they move Curtis inside, like you said a minute ago, it's closed up that center, and it's really affected their running game. They just aren't popping up the middle like they were earlier. So it was a great defensive switch there by Coach Clancy.
It'd be 42 yards from here if they wanted to try and kick it.
Right. I mean, a field goal make with the wind at your back, I mean, that makes it a 1-score game. It gets you to 14-6.
Right.
But
could Strath Haven tack one on with 30 seconds to play?
Right. Well, I mean, if you score, that's all good for Penncrest, however they score. But the clock would stop either way on a change of possession. So Paul Graham's drawn up a play, and the Lions line up to go for it here on 4th and 5. Slot to the near side this time is Benson. Asher Wynn in the backfield. First time we've seen a 3-receiver set. Pistol look for Paul Graham, and now he shifts Wynn to his left hip. On 4th and 5, Graham with time, steps up, down the middle he goes, has a man out there, knocked down by Ben Milligan, swats it away at the goal line, and the Panther defense stiffens again at the edge of the red zone. 28.9 ticks remain on the first half clock. Panthers going into the wind with 2 timeouts from their own 25. James Fisher has not touched the football yet. In fact, Shane Green with 5 carries, Vince Hales with 1 carry, and an incomplete pass. That's it for the Strath Haven offense in the first half.
Shane Green's averaging 31.5 yards a carry.
Well, you find the end zone with 2 long touchdown runs, that'll do it. All right, wing to this near side is Vince Hales. Fisher in the backfield with Shane Green. It's Green up the middle, bounces off the left side, turns out to the 30-yard line or so. Gain of 5, clock ticks. 20 seconds, 19 seconds, 18 seconds. Schuster will bring in the play. But, Panthers may just say, forget it. He's coming back out for some high fives and say, we'll try this again in the second half. The Panthers run just 8 offensive plays in the entire first half and still lead it 14-3 heading into the intermission. So it's been a tale of, almost for Penncrest here through the first 24 minutes. Strath Haven will, make some adjustments at halftime, I'm sure, as will the Lions. And, hey, the media ball always really never disappoints. It's just it's always a good contest here, and not being disappointed tonight. All right, we're going to take a short time out. Be back for the marching band in just a moment. Are we going to keep it right here, Mike? Oh, we're going to go. Okay, we are going to thank our sponsors once again. Be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
For your dream home, with over a decade of experience, Jess Mudrick knows the market inside and out. Known for her dedication and personalized service, Jess ensures every client finds their perfect match, from first-time buyers to luxury estates. A partner at the Sheridan Mudrick team and backed by Coldwell Banker Realty, Jess combines expertise with innovation, using the latest technology to make your buying or selling process seamless. For a real estate experience that's second to none, trust Jess Mudrick and the Sheridan Mudrick team. Visit SheridanMudrick.com today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Lewis Scott Field, where at halftime the Panthers lead the Penncrest Lions 14-7 as we prepare for the Strath Haven Band performance led by band director Nick Pignataro. Enjoy the Strath Haven High School Marching Band.
That 2002 team was kind of like that. I remember that team was nuts.
Down.
He's been sick all week. He's barely practiced. He's been sick all week. We'll never say that on the air, but Fisher is sick. He's only practiced like once all week. So. You haven't seen him tonight. No. Save him for next week. You're going to need him next week. Yeah. You can keep the hits to a minimum for him tonight.
Parents got to be able to see their kids. Alright, now go zoom in on the girls with the flags on that side. Move it tighter. There you go. Move that camera down a little bit. Down, down, down. There you go. There you go. That's a good shot. Alright, come back out. Go center. Alright, zoom in on the drums in the very back. Not too tight, just enough that. There you go. Alright, come back out.
You'd think those scores would be flipped.
Yeah, right.
But it's this. That's the difference in the game. Just cut to commercial.
Nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain? Give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Dr. O'Brien specializes in active release techniques, ART. ART can deal with many issues, including chronic shoulder, knee, and ankle pain. Rose Tree Wellness Center also offers a complete series of massage therapy as well as general chiropractic care. Don't spend another day in pain. Call 610-789-5555 and make an appointment today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Or buying a home is serious business, and for serious business the key to your success is to work with an experienced agent. Sandy McCulley has over 20 years of real estate experience and is a seller representative specialist as well as a certified residential specialist. Sandy specializes in Delaware County real estate. Sandy conveniently works out of the Media Berkshire Hathaway Home Marketing Center in Media. Let Sandy's experience be your advantage in today's multifaceted real estate market. Give Sandy a call at 610-368-6641.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Lewis Scott Field here on the campus of Penncrest High School. At halftime, Strath Haven leads the Penncrest Lions 14-3. I'm here with Pete Fulgenetti for our little halftime report. Pete, your thoughts on the first half?
The statistics, Andrew, for this first half are amazing. Haven had the ball for 3 minutes and 47 seconds. Penncrest had it for 20 minutes and 13 seconds. Now, if I told you the score was 14-3, you would probably think, wow, Penncrest really controlled the game there. But it's 14-3, Strath Haven. It's an amazing thing. Shane Green, 163 yards on 6 rushes. That comes to a 27-yard per rush, which is unheard of. But they've controlled the ball, Penncrest, the whole time. But the bottom line is the Panthers have scored and scored quickly.
Yeah, it's been impressive from the Strath Haven offense. They've been able to strike quick, as evidenced by their under 4 minutes of time of possession, but they have 2 touchdowns. And their defense is bent but hasn't broken fully. They allowed just one field goal, and that was from 28 yards. They got a big stop on 3rd down to force Penncrest into a negative play and into a field goal attempt.
I've been impressed with Penncrest line, offensive line especially. They've really made some holes for their running backs, and they pushed Haven around a little bit. Now, towards the end of the second quarter, Coach Clancy made some adjustments, with the line, and that has seemed to slow them down. But this Penncrest team is very good. They're much improved over what we've seen the last couple of years, and they're giving Haven all they can handle.
That's for sure. And Strath Haven also had a couple of uncharacteristic penalties on that scoring drive for Penncrest that were big penalties. A pass interference for 15 yards and a personal foul that tacked on 12 that got Penncrest into great field position and into the red zone in position to attempt the field goal and make it.
But that pass interference was borderline, and the roughing was also borderline. I mean, he threw his defender out of bounds, but it wasn't violent or anything, and it was right near the line.
It all seemed to be one continuous motion for me, right on the sideline. It could have gone either way. The official called it a penalty, and you got to live with that. And Strath Haven made the most of it and held them to a field goal attempt.
Yeah, they survived,
which is a great outcome in that situation.
Yeah, but in general, it's been a good game. I'm a little surprised, but that Penncrest has moved the ball the way they have. They haven't moved it in big spurts, but they've been controlling the ball, controlling the clock. But when you hold them to 3 points, your defense comes through when they have to, and that's what they've done so far in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, running 32 plays, you'd think you'd have, they're only averaging 4 yards a play in the first half.
Yeah.
Which, that's the big story of the game. Yes, you're averaging a first down every set of 4 downs, but you aren't getting into the end zone. You're falling short a couple of times, and that's the difference. Strath Haven's been able to get a couple of long touchdown runs from Shane Green, and that puts us here where we are at halftime.
Well, we'll see what happens in the second half. I think the kickoff will be going into the win, I believe. So Haven might get a good field position, and this might be a game where if they can come down and make it 21-3, that might be enough to hold the Lions down. But we'll see. It's been a good game. The Lions have played good. The Panthers have played okay, but big plays have kept them ahead. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the second half. And how about we move on to some Philly sports? We got Eagles finalize their 53-man roster, and then James Bradbury gets hurt for about 2 months. So we'll see what corresponding move they make to fill his spot.
The NFL's a tough sport as far as getting cut. These guys sweat for 5-6 weeks, and then they're told they're not good enough. It's really a grinding, haul. But they got down to their 53-man roster, and now they've got They got about a little over a week to prepare for the Green Bay down in Brazil. We're not going to be able to see that. We'll be on the air next week doing the Ridley game, but I'm sure we'll see replays and all that stuff. But it should be an interesting year. I think the Eagles' defense is somewhat improved. Depends on the rookies. Their offense should be amazing. They have players at every position, and I'd be shocked if they don't score 20 points per game, maybe 30 points per game.
Yeah, and I think the biggest key to their offense, obviously outside of Jalen Hurts, is can Lane Johnson stay healthy? If he's healthy the full year, I think you see a big difference when he's on the field versus when he's not on the field. And the Eagles' record when he's not on the field is below 500.
Yeah. But that line, if you look at the line, the way they have it now, I think physically it's the biggest line I've ever seen. 4 of the 5 guys across the line are over 320 pounds. And your little guy's, 305 in the middle? I mean, it's just an amazing size. When you have Barkley running behind that line, there should be some really big rushing yards put up this year. And then if you want to stop that, those guys want to play in the box, then you got your wide receivers. You got Brown, you got Smith, and you just got Dotson and the trade from Washington. I don't know how you can stop this offense. I think they can only stop themselves. We'll find out soon.
Yeah, we'll find out in a little over a week when the Eagles head down to Sao Paulo to take on the Packers. As for the Phillies, they're having some struggles. Taiwan Walker last night, or yesterday afternoon, thrown out.
Last night? How about last all season?
That's kind of...
Well, his fastball now is 91, and it's not enough difference between the fastball and the breaking balls. So for that reason, the hitters really don't have to worry about being off balance. And you could, yesterday, the one stat that shows exactly that fact is, in 6 innings they had 13 hits and they had no strikeouts. That tells you that the difference in the speed is not there enough to fool anybody.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate that he's kind of lost it, and the Phillies paid as much as they did for him, and they seemingly don't really want to cut bait with him because he's making $17 million, which
that's guaranteed money too.
Which to me is like, you made a decision to sign him to that contract. You see that he's not any good anymore. Just cut your losses and get him off the team.
Or hide him in the bullpen. That's what they're going to do. They're
going to hide him in the bullpen, but
just announced today they're going to put him down in the bullpen, and you won't see him in real tight situations, I doubt. But long relief. If there's a blowout either way, he might get some innings. But we'll see what happens. But right now, the Phillies, I think, are trailing the Braves tonight. The last score we had was 3-0 Atlanta early in the game still. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that was about in the fourth quarter. And we'll step aside, take a quick break, be back for some scores around the league from Penncrest, where Strath Haven leads it 14-3. Here on HavenFootball.net.
Do you have slow-running drains? Are you thinking about selling your home or property? If so, go to scarpagnatoplumbing.com and schedule a technician. They are the area's only small plumbing company to offer in-house trenchless sewer and water main repairs. They also offer sewer lateral certifications for the surrounding communities. From faucets to water heaters, they can handle all your plumbing needs. Give them a call at 484-832-5566.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on HavenFootball.com.
All boy on the line.
Benefits Group specializes in creating employee benefit packages which can maximize your company's ability to attract, retain, and award the best employees. We develop a strategy for your business to attract high-quality team members. It is critical to have benefits that are competitive in the marketplace. We develop a benefits package and retirement plan that helps you implement a complete benefit program and retirement solution. We help you implement a successful strategy that rewards your employees for their hard-earned time. Empower your employees with a comprehensive benefit solution from the Wharton Benefits Group. Call them at 484-328-3590.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, and you're listening to high school football right here at Haven Football.
Welcome back to Lewis Scott Field, where we are just moments away from second half action here on HavenFootball.net. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play. Thanks again to Pete and Andrew for the halftime chatter, and thanks to Nick Pignataro, the band director at Strath Haven, and the Penncrest Marching Band. Just terrific halftime shows, and Mike Mayer directing, our cameraman Bill Clancy, and Dean Michelson to bring that to you. And again, all of this set up tonight by Athletic Director Chip Ollinger here at Penncrest, has us in the booth. It's just a beautiful night for football, and we could not have an easier time of it here at Penncrest. So thank you again to Chip and everybody here at Penncrest for setting us up for a fun evening, bringing the Media Bowl to you. Well, Penncrest has some work to do to get that Media Bowl trophy back here on the north side of Route 252. It's been sitting down on South Providence Road since 2015, and the Lions looking at 14-3 deficit here to start quarter number 3. Most of the Central League action will take place tomorrow. So if you're looking for a game to go watch tomorrow, should be a couple of good ones, namely an early season matchup of two teams that met twice last year, once in the regular season, of course, and once in the playoffs. That's Marple Newtown on the road at Springfield tomorrow night for a 7 o'clock kickoff. Havertown is another place to be tomorrow night as Garnet Valley hits the road to take on Haverford. Harriton back in the Central League this year. They are on the road against Radnor, and Lower Merion heads down to McDade to check out the Ridley Green Raiders, the 1-0 Raiders, Strath Haven's opponent next week. So my guess is there'll be a Strath Haven coaching contingent watching the Raiders tomorrow night in preparation for next Friday night's action. And we do have a handful of games around District 1 tonight. Upper Merion and Norristown 0-0 at halftime, and the game has been postponed to a later date. They will play the second half at a later date. There was an incident in the parking lot that cleared the stadium, and unfortunately Norristown and Upper Merion will be continued at a date to be determined. But there is a few other scores up from up in Suburban 1 area. Central Bucks West and Upper Dublin. It's the Bucks 21-6 over Upper Dublin. At early in the second quarter was the last we heard there. North Penn 17, Council Rocks South nothing, and Pennsbury leads Quakertown 10-7 at halftime as well. So as we mentioned, Strath Haven next Friday will be on the road. Third straight road game to start the season. Not an easy thing, and certainly not easy when you're taking on the Green Raiders over there in Folsom, Pete.
Yeah, that's always a great game. Ridley and the Haven has always been a good game every year, and we'll be over there up on the top deck,
yeah,
giving you every moment of it, and it should be a good game. It's always a good game.
All right, there'll be Thursday night action next week for Penncrest as well. They're on the road next week for Thursday night football one more time. This time they'll be in Glen Mills taking on Garnet Valley. So Garnet Valley, Penncrest Thursday, Ridley, Strath Haven Friday. I will have a very nice, busy weekend with multiple nights of football over the next few weekends, which is great. The JV game, we mentioned, we were talking to a couple of our fans before the game started tonight. The JV game between Penncrest and Strath Haven will be at 3:30 tomorrow. So 3:30 tomorrow at Strath Haven. It will be the Lions and Panthers JV action, and then everybody gets a nice long weekend. So if you're available for tomorrow afternoon and want to see some more good football for future Friday night stars, we'll see some Friday afternoon football as well. All right, so Lions are ready to go. There's still 20 seconds to go here on the halftime game clock, but the Panthers still huddling up, and they'll receive this third quarter kickoff in a moment.
A couple other score updates from local teams. Episcopal Academy leads Salinasium 14-0 midway through the first quarter, and in FCS action, Villanova up 24-10 on Youngstown State heading into the fourth quarter.
Okay. A lot of people thought Salesianum would take care of business with Episcopal. That's not an easy game by any stretch, but good start for the Churchmen, leading 14-0 there. All right, so here, with the wind at his back and the wind blowing the football off the tee, it's James Mulholland. He of the 28-yard field goal and responsible for the Penncrest points tonight. Has it teed on that far hash. Ben Milligan waits inside the 5-yard line. James Fisher over in that corner at the 10 as well. And my guess is Mulholland will be aiming for that right corner again and hopes to put it through the back of the end zone like the last time. All right, here we go. Third quarter action underway. He booms one, and Milligan backs up 5 yards deep. Touchback again, and that is quite a weapon for the Lions right now. If you're going to give the other team a long field every time, after a scoring play or the start of a half. That's really a big time plus. So Panthers with another 80-yard field in front of them. They've started their 2 drives tonight at their 21 and at their 20. That's been it, and now here's another one. Starting at their 20-yard line, right between the hash marks, and Caden Schuster breaks the huddle with 2 tight ends. Jai Curtis to the near side, Alexi Gustafson to the far side. Double wing, Shane Green is your single setback, and it's juggled by Fisher. Scramble for it, and let's see who comes up with it. I think Penncrest is on it. They are! Fumbled handoff between Schuster and Fisher, and it's first and goal to go, and now you've got an injury as well here. So it's gone from bad to worse here for the Panthers. We've got a man down. Can't see exactly who that is. Is that Hales?
Looks like Vince Hales.
Vince Hales, maybe. So a scramble in the backfield after the fumbled exchange. I did not see who came out of the pile with that. I don't know if we have the replay to see who pounced on that for the Lions, but Vince Hales is a little worse for the wear here. So there's one way to let your opponent right back into the ball game, huh?
Yeah, that's not a good start. That's not a good start at all.
Not at all, and Hales is hopefully able to shake this off, but right now he will hobble off with some help here from the training staff, and here we go. The Lions, 4 cracks at it from the 5-yard line. Hales, of course, doubles up as a defensive lineman as well, so Sean O'Neill checks in, and he'll be going both ways now. All right, so first and goal to go here for Paul Graham Jr. and the Lions. 2 tight ends, 2 backs, and a wing to the left here. On first down, gives to Asher Wynn. Off the left side, Jai Curtis stands him up with Shane Green, but forward progress gives him the maybe 2-yard line. Gain of about 3 here for Wynn. So the Panthers ran, 7 or 8 plays the whole first half? Ran 1 here to start the second, and disaster strikes. Clock ticks, 11:20 and counting to play here in quarter number 3. Penncrest knocking on the door, trailing by 11, but just 2 yards away from tightening this quickly. Cunningham, wing to the far side. Paul Graham, give inside, and it's Benson off the right side and into the end zone for a touchdown. I'm sorry, that's Albert Dada. Albert Dada's first carry of the evening, a 2-yard plunge, and the Lions have cut the lead to 5, extra point pending. All right.
A little surprised they're not going for 2 here, Andrew, Ryan.
14-10, I guess, is
there's still plenty of time left in this ball game.
Yep. All right. Mulholland for the extra point. Ball spotted. Kick is away. Koya puts it down, and Mulholland pounds it through. Panthers need to regroup in a hurry as the Lions strike quickly here to start quarter number 3. Be back in a moment on havenfootball.net.
Benefits Group specializes in creating employee benefit packages which can maximize your company's
Why didn't they change fields?
They'll switch for the 4th.
They switch every quarter? I thought it's the halves.
They switch every quarter.
Group specializes in creating employee benefit packages which can maximize your company's ability to attract, retain, and award the best employees. We develop a strategy for your business to attract high-quality team members.
Welcome back to Lewis Scott Field. Things have gotten tight here in the Media Bowl. 11:06 to play here in the third quarter, and there's a low line drive kick. This will be Milligan from the 3-yard line. Ben Milligan slips on the turf just shy of the 20, and the turf monster got him just same spot on the field where the Penncrest returner had that on the opening kickoff of the game. So that far hash at the 20-yard line has been a tough spot here for the return men. So again, another long field here for the Panthers. as they start 80 yards from pay dirt. They lead at 14-10, but need to get something going offensively here. All right.
I like to see a controlled drive here with some plays and use some clock and score.
All right. In the backfield, Fisher, Milligan at the halfback spots. And Shane Green is your fullback. This is Ben Milligan. Room off the left side momentarily. He'll push the pile across the 20 for a gain of maybe 2 or 3. Nice work there by the Lions defense. Holding up well is Kyle Cunningham, third year starting on the defensive side. And lots of seniors in this Penncrest lineup. And it's funny, I didn't have to study that much this week. I will admit to that. I just looked at these names and said, oh, we called all those names last year. And some of them the year before. So again, the experience of the Lions here certainly working in their favor so far tonight. 2nd down and 8. The Panthers from their 22. James Fisher in the backfield goes in motion. They give it to Shane Green. Looking for room. Not much doing that time. Going to be stopped just a hair shy of the 25. And 3rd down and about 6 upcoming. Strath Haven, had their moments last year in multiple games where they came out of the locker room and the offense just flat out went stale. I remember multiple games, actually against Penncrest, did not score in the second half. There were other games as well. So here's Penncrest with 9 men in the box on 3rd down and 6. Panthers need a play. They go counter crisscross inside to James Fisher. He'll go nowhere. The Lions were waiting for it, and that's Ben Kaufman. Swallowed it up. Fisher's dropped for a loss of a couple on his first carry of the night. And Haven will now be punting it into a very stiff wind. And the Lions, with all sorts of energy and momentum here, should get the ball on their side, on the Haven side of the 50. Ben Milligan to kick it away. Asher Wynn and Anthony Koya stand deep. Both of them had returns for touchdowns a week ago. 9:09, 9:08 and counting to play here in the 3rd quarter. Milligan takes a good snap and lets it go. It's a wobbler angling to the near sideline. It'll take a sideways Penncrest hop back inside the 40-yard line, and the Lions in business now at the 35, 36-yard line. They net maybe 14 or so on the punt into a very stiff wind. All right. We're in for a good one, guys. Panthers defense will have to go without Vince Hales at the moment. Sean O'Neill still in the game at defensive tackle. And Paul Graham in the offense back at it after the Panthers go 3 and out. Graham, 2 tight ends and a single setback behind him. Persichetti to the near side is a split end. First down, keeping it is Graham. He's going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Jai Curtis and James Fisher there to meet him. No gain on the play. 2nd down upcoming. All right. What do you think, Pete? Getting a little tight?
It's getting a little tight. Well, that play was good for the Panthers. They faked the option and they stayed with the quarterback. So, but yeah, they've got to hold them here and get the ball back and do some offense. 2 big plays is all we've had all night. Two long runs, and that's it.
Right. Well, they've only had 3 possessions. Well, really 4, I guess, if you count that 1 snap that was fumbled to start this 3rd quarter. 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Graham on the sweep to the far side, and Luke Mulhern will drop him for a loss. The junior linebacker crashes through that time. If you're a Haven fan from decades ago, not the first time you've heard the name Mulhern. This is Dan's son, Luke, with another tackle. He led the team in tackles last week with 10 against Interboro.
Oh, he had a great game against Interboro.
He's already up to 9 this week.
9 and a loss of 3 on the play. That time's 3rd and 13. Now, can the Panthers manage to cover Colby Poole? He's the tight end who had both receptions in the first half. Back to pass, it's Zach Mullen in the game for the first time. He wants it all deep down the middle. Man out there, incomplete. Nobody seemed to be able to find that ball. Milligan at free safety, nor Persichetti able to track that one as Zach Mullen into the game for the first time tonight at quarterback, and he throws incomplete. So 4th and long here, 4th and 13 with the wind at their back. We will see Penncrest's first punt attempt of the evening. And standing at his 50-yard line, ready to kick it away, is Owen Thompson. And he was not the punter a week ago. So this will be his first punt attempt of the season. And Ben Milligan awaits at the 10-yard line for the Panthers. Wind has suddenly stopped. The flags are dormant. So, no wind to speak of, and a terrific kick from Thompson, signaling fair catch as Milligan. Good fake, and bounces into the end zone. Milligan had guys bearing down on him, and good kick there from Thompson. A 38-yard punt, no return, but pretty good net there for the Panthers. They'll start at their 20-yard line with 7:12 to go here in the third. And leading by 4.
Penncrest has a great kicking attack here between kickoffs and punts.
Yeah.
They really know, they're really doing it.
Okay. Caden Schuster, senior, first-year starter, has himself a ball game here. 14-10. Panthers trying to string a long drive together here, maybe give their defense a breather. Jai Curtis, tight end to the near side. Gustafson to the far side. On 1st and 10, gives to Shane Green. He'll find running room, sheds a tackle, and look out again. Green pulling away, 40, 45, out to the 48-yard line. Green for 28 more, and a Panther first down. Wow, 195 yards already for Shane Green on just 8 carries, and a very patient run that time. Lexi Gustafson checks out as the Panthers break the huddle, first down and 10. And wind suddenly picked up again right in the face of the Panther offense. Luke Mulhern in at split end this time. In motion goes James Fisher. They give it to Green one more time. He'll duck through one tackle, push his way across the 50 for a gain of 3. Second down and 7 upcoming as they unpile. Nice work there by Ben Kaufman, Cunningham, and inside linebacker number 22, Jeff Cropper. Brings up second down and 7. Mulhern back out of the game, and tight end to the far side is Alexi Gustafson once again. Wing to the near side is Ben Milligan. He gets it, sweep to the left. He's got some running room, gets outside, sheds a tackle, cuts it back, and weaving his way for 15 more yards. Milligan, they'll put it down at the 36-yard line. Nice work there by the senior. All right, give him 14. Milligan with a 32-yard touchdown run, and similar fashion last week, right, guys? Wasn't he spinning his way, weaving his way through the defense, through the Interborough secondary?
He had a great game last week. I noticed that. Excellent game.
All right, from the 35, Panthers in business now. Again with 2 tight ends. Milligan wing to the near side. He goes in motion. Quick hitter to Shane Green. He steps away from one man momentarily, but not much. There waiting for him is, I think that's Cropper again. Stand up, young man. Nope. 25 coming off the field made the tackle, and now needing a breather is Jackson McNamara. All right. 2nd and 8 as Green unofficially up to 200 yards rushing already. We still have 4:58 and counting to go here in the third quarter. On second down, Schuster gives to James Fisher, looking for room, and look out, he explodes. Fisher cuts inside, outside, weaves his way inside the 10 and down to the 4-yard line. Well, he's only had 1 carry prior to that tonight. And James Fisher rips off 28 off the right side. And the Panthers will have first and goal. Well, that seemed to, that first minute of the third quarter seemed to wake up the Panthers a little bit. That touchdown, a quick short touchdown there for Penncrest, and now the offense starting to kick into gear here. 4:25 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Shane Green's your fullback. This is Fisher off the right side. He'll spin his way to maybe the 3 for 2 more. Fisher, 3 touchdowns a week ago.
On the offensive
side, yep. And then ran back an interception for a 4-touchdown night. First 4-touchdown game of his career.
And he had it before halftime.
Right. Different story tonight, as Penncrest's offense has been terrific, holding the ball, milking the clock, and unfortunately for the Lions have translated into just 10 points so far. So here are the Panthers knocking on the door again. 2nd and goal from the 3, trying to make this a two-score game. Left to right, Fisher, Green, and Milligan in the T formation. Off the left side, it is Green pushing the pile for second, third effort. Schuster thought he got in, but officials disagree. They're going to mark him inside the 1. It'll be 3rd and goal to go.
Boy, that's close.
Yeah.
It's about a foot.
This might be Schuster on a keeper if you had to ask me. 6'5". Might get a little help from his friends standing behind him. All right, here we go. 3rd and goal from the 1. Panthers trying to punch it in. Schuster under center. He does keep it. Pushes the pile, and it looks like false start. Or is it offside? Okay, offsides. So they're going to move the football maybe a few inches.
6 inches.
They were already inside the 1 here, and now half the distance. Doesn't do much, but Caden Schuster at 6'5", you're not ever going to tell him to reach the ball forward here in a spot like this, especially on 3rd down. But has some length here and needs a push up front from Mike Flanagan and friends. My guess is they'll go right back to the sneak.
Here's where the brotherly shove comes in, right?
Yeah, there we go. Green stands behind Schuster. Everybody in the box for the Lions. Fumbled snap, and Schuster does well to fall on it. And they'll try again from about the 1. Oh, wow. Well, this is why you like the sneak down here. You only have to exchange it once, but Panthers didn't get that right. And they'll actually mark it back at the 2. 4th and goal from the 2. Panthers hurting themselves with mistakes in this 3rd quarter. Can they overcome it right here with the Penncrest defense breathing down their necks in a 1-score game? We'll be inside of 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter when they break the huddle. 2 tight ends, Shane Green and James Fisher in the backfield. All 11 in the box. Motion man is Milligan. They toss to the left side, looking for room is Green. He is pounding his way, and he is no signal yet. And he stopped short, or is he? He is stopped shy of the goal line, inside the 1. What a job by the Lions defense. Panthers go toss to the left, tossing it wide. Looked like there was a little room momentarily, but excellent pursuit from the Penncrest defense. And now they have no room for error here as well. They have to be careful here inside the 1-yard line. As Green, his shortest carry of the night by far, gets just 1. And now 99 yards from taking the lead are the Lions. 1:41 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the Panthers, you cannot jump offside here.
Oh, no. This is still have to be careful here. Both sides. Graham keeps it himself, pushes his way for a few, out across the 5. Nice job. And, boy, he was a shoestring from finding a whole lot of room. So out to the 6, gain of 5, and a chance for maybe a little more creative play calling here to a point. Paul Graham, 13 carries, 34 yards. Again, nothing eye-popping by any stretch, but he has managed this offense nicely. We're inside of a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter as they break the huddle. Cunningham split to the bottom of your screen. Receiver split to the far side as well. It's Asher Wynn in the backfield with 2 tight ends in front of him. They go to Wynn with running room, cuts inside and bangs his way into Shane Green. Ball. Oh, they did blow it dead. Okay. Yep. All right. That ball looked like it was about to come out for a second there, and Wynn does well to secure it and pick up a first down out to the 16-yard line. Nice work there by the Penncrest front 7. I'm counting the tight ends in that, as they've just been fantastic tonight, keeping this offense moving. All right, Strath Haven defense is going to have to dig deep into the tank here for some energy reserves. They've been on the field for most of the night. Penncrest has doubled them up in terms of time of possession. Vince Hale's back into the game at defensive end. It's a good sign there. 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Graham looking for room off the right side, finds it, steps inside, crosses the 20-yard line, gain of 5 more. That will do it for quarter number 3, and Penncrest with all sorts of energy, momentum, and on the move now of the couple of first downs. We'll see if the Lions can take the lead when we come back to start quarter number 4 in the Media Bowl on havenfootball.net.
Specializes in creating employee benefit packages which can maximize your company's ability to attract, retain, and award the best employees. We develop a strategy for your business to attract high-quality team members. It is critical to have benefits that are competitive in the marketplace. We develop a benefits package and retirement plan that helps you implement a complete benefit program and retirement solution. We help you implement a successful strategy that rewards your employees for their hard-earned time. Empower your employees with a comprehensive benefits solution from the Wharton Benefits Group. Call them at 484-328-3590.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, and you're listening to high school football right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Penncrest High School. The Lions trailing Strath Haven 14-10. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play, joined by Pete Fulgenetti and Andrew Kaufman on the mics tonight. Mike Mayer doing the engineering, and on the cameras, Bill Clancy and Dean Michelson. So I just ruined my tweet there. I was trying to get some voice to text here to go a little faster, but they covered all that. All right, we'll get it better as the season goes on with the Twitter and so forth. All right, here we go. Start of the 4th. 1st and 10 for the Lions. All sorts of energy from the home crowd, and deservedly so. Graham off the left side, will keep it himself, turn it upfield, and is near first down yardage. I'm sorry, I think I said 1st and 10 because it was 2nd and 5, but now I think he'll be maybe just a hair shy of first down. All right, we've got another injury here. Is this? All right, Panthers. Is this Hales again? All right, not sure. Yeah, it looks like Vince Hales, who came back into the game, suffered an injury on the first snap of the third quarter, trying to recover a Haven fumble, and now got back in for a few plays and is down. So we're going to take a short time out, be back in just a moment, be back in 30 seconds. Thanks again to our terrific sponsors. You're listening to High School Football on havenfootball.net.
Do you have slow-running drains? Are you thinking about selling your home or property? If so, go to scarpignatoplumbing.com and schedule a technician. They are the area's only small plumbing company to offer in-house trenchless sewer and water main repairs. They also offer sewer lateral certifications for the surrounding communities. From faucets to water heaters, they can handle all your plumbing needs. Give them a call at 484-832-5566.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to High School Football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Lewis Scott Field, where Strath Haven hanging on for dear life here to a 14-10 lead, as this third quarter was not kind to them. Panthers with a 14-3 lead coming out of halftime, and we're ready to have the football back and start things on offense. Fumbled the first snap of on a handoff on the first snap of the third quarter. Penncrest cashed in on a 5-yard scoring drive. I guess you'd call it a drive, plunging in from 5 yards out. Panthers answered with a nice long drive of their own, but made some mistakes inside the 5-yard line and then get stopped on 4th and short. And now the Lions trying to make them pay. 3rd and a yard. From the 25, Graham, keeper, up the middle he goes. He stood up immediately. Second effort, I think, is going to give him enough. Needed just one to move the chains. If they mark it at the 36, they will do so. They'll do that indeed. All right, they'll actually give him near the 37. Gain of 2 more for Graham, who has just been marvelous directing this offense tonight. And again, you're going to look at a stat sheet so far and say, 45 yards passing and 46 yards rushing. That's not marvelous. But, hey, 24 minutes of time of possession is really the story of this game right now. Panther offense with 4 possessions, 2 in the first half, both finished in the end zone. 2 possessions so far this half, a fumble, and then a drive that stopped inside the 1. Penncrest trying to cash in now. Here we go. Rolling. Option to this near side. Trying to turn the corner is Wynn, and he will actually pick up some yardage. And the home crowd wants another flag. I don't think they're going to get it this time. Wynn will pick up a few, maybe. If he has any, even gets back to the line of scrimmage, that'd be a win right there, because he took that pitch about 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he started really deep.
Panthers just couldn't quite make that play, and
gains
2 to the 34-yard line. So that's about as good a 2-yard gain as Asher Wynn's had tonight.
That's an excellent win for Wynn.
Absolutely. It's 2nd down and 8 from the 29. Clock continuing, stopped momentarily here after the play ran out of bounds. Persichetti to the near side, and Andrew Heiserman to the far side. Wynn in the backfield. On 2nd and 8, they give it to him, and right up the middle, nothing doing. And the ball came out. Let's see.
Shane Green on the recovery.
And Shane Green has it. Wow. Ball popped out, and just as Penncrest was gaining some momentum, the Panthers turned the tide with the first turnover of the night. Ouch. The Lions, 3 fumbles last week. All 3 of them were turnovers, and so still managed to overcome that with a 2-touchdown win. But now, in a 14-10 game, this is by far the best field position of the night for Strath Haven. Schuster under center. Wing to the right is Ben Milligan. On first down, the give is to James Fisher. He'll dance his way for no gain and maybe even lose a yard there. Good push up front there from the defensive line. And on the cutback, number 22, Jeff Cropper, there to meet Fisher. All right. Just 4 carries tonight for Fisher for just 25 yards. And it'll bring us to 2nd down and about 12. Inside of 10 minutes. Go ahead, Pete.
If they can use the clock here and burn 4 or 5 minutes and go in for a touchdown, it might be enough.
9 men in the box. Motion man is Milligan. Quick hitter to Green, and they are just standing there waiting for him. The Panthers just absolutely outnumbered right now. And, there's just nowhere to go. They're blitzing the A-gaps, and they just said, we have more than you do right now. And it's 3rd and 13. They're daring the Panthers to throw it. And right now, Panthers 0 for 1 throwing it. It was in the second quarter. Pass that was nearly intercepted by Sean Benson. And we'll see if they decide to go to the air here. As, look, Panthers, you don't need all 13 here. You really are probably in 4-down territory if you get anything positive. All right, Milligan shifts to the backfield. Wing to the left is James Fisher. On 3rd and 13, Schuster. They give it to sweep to Fisher. He has some running room. Turns upfield. He'll bang his way near 1st down yardage. It's going to turn it into 4th and about 2. Beautifully blocked, and what acceleration from Fisher over there, who did not have a carry in the first half. And now Panthers looking at 4th and almost 3.
Big play here,
Big
Brian.
play indeed. They were stopped on 4th and goal from the 2 a few minutes ago. Now they need a full 3 to make it to be sure of it. 2 tight ends on 4th and 3. 9 in the box. Hard count. Nice work by Penncrest to hold their ground. Give off the left side to Green, and he has stood up. Second effort. I think he has it. It's awfully close. That second effort. And nope, he does not. The side judge says he's short by maybe a yard, and a wonderful job once again by Cropper and others to tie up Shane Green a yard shy. Coach Clancy is looking for an explanation over on that far sideline, thinking, did he get it or did he? I think the hard count He saw some people flinch, but apparently did not jump off sides. Good work there by the Penncrest defense, once again in short yardage. And now 8:14 to go, and the Panther defense once again has to hold on for dear life. There we go. Shotgun look, Mullen in the game now. Back to passes, Zach Mullen steps up, fires, it's batted away by Jai Curtis. Good pass rush, and Big 81, who made a living doing that last year, swatting down passes with that 6'4" frame. Gets his hands in the air and knocks that one down. 2nd down and 10 upcoming.
Excellent job from Jahi to get in the backfield and make Mullen get rid of it early.
8:09 to go here in quarter number 4. Graham back into the game at quarterback. And we'll see. My guess is he's going to go. All right, no, he's pistol here. Doesn't mean they won't run it. 2 tight ends. Asher Wynn on his hip. On 2nd down and 10, keeping it himself is Graham, and he is wrapped up and slammed down by Mulhern. Another tackle for loss for Luke Mulhern. This one back at the 20-yard line, loss of 4. And the Panther defense now needs one big play to try to get off the field. 3rd down and about 13 to go.
Luke Mulhern, Brian, he's been excellent. Last week against Interbar, he was everywhere. He shows great speed, catching running backs from the back. As I said last week, the Mulhern name, the tradition, back to the late 90s, he follows the tradition of his family. He's really playing great ball.
He's really got a nose for the football.
All right. He'll need that one more time perhaps here. 3rd down and almost 14. Back is Mullen. Steps up in the pocket. Heavy pressure from Curtis. Fires. It's still caught by Poole, who drags tacklers across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Mullen on the button, even with Jai Curtis in his lap. Good delivery, and the Lions in business now near midfield, converting 3rd and 13. First completion of the night for Zach Mullen goes for 23. All 3 completions in the pass game have gone to Colby Poole. 1st and 10 for the Lions with 7:10 to go here in the 4th. Panthers oh so close to getting off the field right there. Instead, new life for Penncrest. Graham in the pistol. Option to the near side. Late pitch comes to Wynn. Again, trying to turn the corner. Does turn upfield and pick up 4 or 5. So nice work there from Wynn, who, again, has terrific speed. You look at him and you say, he's maybe not really suited for sort of the between the tackles pounding that they did for most of the first half. But when they get him on the edge, he's been effective. All right, gain of maybe 4 or 5 there.
Picks up 5 on the play.
Okay. Out to the 48-yard line are the Lions. Asher Wynn, 17 carries for 69 yards now. +25 minutes now of time of possession here for the Lions. On 2nd down and 6, given James Fisher is there to meet Wynn that time immediately, maybe a yard. Forward progress will push it to the 49 and bring up 3rd down and about 4. All right. Clock ticks, 6:42 and counting to play here in the 4th. Could very well be 4-down territory for Penncrest as long as they don't go horribly backwards on 3rd down. Panther defense could not get a stop on 3rd and 13. Now they'll try to stop 3rd and 4. Persichetti to the far side. Heiserman to the near side. And under center is Graham. Play fake, keeps it himself. Turns upfield, and Shane Green says no. Nick Faribault as well. Maybe to the 50. I think they'll put it on the 50 if they're generous, and it'll be 4th and 3.
Shane Green grabbed him and stopped him, and then he got some reinforcements. Great play by Shane Green.
All right, 5:50 and counting to play here in the 4th. Coach Graham talks to his namesake here at the near sideline and sends in the play. Lions will keep the offense on the field. Strath Haven needs to be careful not to jump off sides here. Panthers again without Vince Hales here for most of this second half with an injury. Sean O'Neill in there at defensive tackle. 4th and 3 from the midfield stripe. Pistol look for Graham. Timeout on the field. Strath Haven wants to talk it over. We'll take a timeout with them. Be back in 30 seconds. 5:24 to go in regulation. We've got a good one here in the Media Bowl on havenfootball.net.
Or buying a home is serious business, and for serious business the key to your success is to work with an experienced agent. Sandy McCulley has over 20 years of real estate experience and is a seller representative specialist as well as a certified residential specialist. Sandy specializes in Delaware County real estate. Sandy conveniently works out of the Media Berkshire Hathaway Home Marketing Center in Media. Let Sandy's experience be your advantage in today's multifaceted real estate market. Give Sandy a call at 610-368-6641.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Lewis Scott Field. Penncrest trying to grab that Media Bowl trophy for the first time since 2015. They need to get 3 yards first. From the midfield stripe, 4th down with 5:24 to go here in regulation. Panther defense trying to get a stop. Here we go. 14-10, Strath Haven trying to hold on. Graham in the gun. Play fake, keeps himself, lots of room off this near side. Into Panther territory. Stepped out of bounds near the 40. Gain of 10 or maybe 11 when they unpile. Beautiful play call and a great read there from Graham. And now the Panther defense they're going to need something because it's 4 more cracks at it for the Lions from the 39. Clock continues to motor. Graham jogs in the play. Will be inside of 5 minutes when they come to the line.
Lions need the end zone.
Trailing by 4. I mean, they have a phenomenal kicker, but nothing he kicks is going to count for 4. Dada in the backfield alongside of Asher Wynn. Snap, give to Dada off the right side. He'll pick up a couple. Nick Faribault there to meet him after a gain of 2. Dada with the Penncrest touchdown early in the 3rd quarter after a Strath Haven fumble at the that was recovered at the 5-yard line.
His second carry of the night.
Yep, just second carry. Koya checks in at split end as Persichetti checks out. 4:20 to go and counting here in the 4th. Top of your screen to the far side is Kyle Cunningham. Give inside. This is Dada. He's fresh legs right now. Just his 3rd carry of the night, and he bangs his way to the Panther 33. 3rd down and maybe 4 or so. Yeah, that's a nice little weapon to have there. Dada, who's coming in there with, again, he's been busy on defense. I don't want to take away that he hasn't spent any energy tonight, but carrying the football here late in the game, he has the freshest legs of anybody wearing red at the moment. 3rd and 4. Panthers with 8 in the box. Keeping it and going nowhere and dropped for a loss. Jai Curtis drops Graham. He'll lose a yard, I believe. And it'll be 4th and about 4. Curtis, with those long arms and terrific skill, just wraps up Graham for no gain, we'll call it.
Mullen checks into the game at quarterback.
Okay, Zach Mullen in at quarterback on 4th and 4 from the 33. He'll be under center for the first time tonight. Receivers are split. Backs behind him, 3-step drop, over the middle, incomplete, looking for Colby Poole, and it's Panthers have dodged a bullet, a little quick pop pass. I like the idea of it in the sense that Mullen's 6'5", can see over the line. Poole's been the hot man all night, well covered by Milligan, and the Lions with 2:49 to go, miss a golden opportunity right there. Panthers take over on downs.
That was, Brian, that was right off his fingertips. I mean, if it was a little less there, it could have been not only a first down, it could have been a touchdown. That might be the play of the game, as Mike would say.
Right.
I would have kept it.
All right, here we go. Panthers, though, still need a couple of first downs to ice this. Motion man is James Fisher. Gives to Shane Green. Up the middle he goes. Green carrying tacklers to first down yardage. Green plows his way for 11, and that will move the sticks. Shane Green well over 100. I'm sorry, he's over 200 yards now for the evening.
Plus, he's played great defense.
Yes, he has. 214 yards rushing for Green.
And 13 tackles.
Yep, on just 15 carries.
And a fumble recovery.
Good thing you didn't miss the bus.
That's right. All right. Milligan, wing to the far side. James Fisher and Shane Green in the backfield. 9 in the box here for the Lions. Schuster gives to Fisher, not much running room. Oh, good hesitation, and then good explosion to the far side. Boy, he did not have much to work with there, but very good patience from number 5 and good work by the right side of that line to hold their blocks. Phil Collins and friends open a hole for 6. All right, timeout Penncrest with 1:58 to go in regulation. Panthers will have 2nd and 5 when we come back on havenfootball.net.
Nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain? Give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Dr. O'Brien specializes in active release techniques, ART. ART can deal with many issues, including chronic shoulder, knee, and ankle pain. Rose Tree Wellness Center also offers a complete series of massage therapy as well as general chiropractic care. Don't spend another day in pain. Call 610-789-5555 and make an appointment today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Penncrest High School. Strath Haven 14, Penncrest 10. With 1:58 to play in regulation. Panthers with a 2nd and 5. Need another first down or 2 to ice this one. Penncrest with 2 timeouts in their pocket and 9 men in the box trying to slow down this wing T. Caden Schuster under center. Gives to Shane Green. Straight ahead. He'll drive his way for first down yardage into Penncrest territory at the 46. Give him 7 more and another Panther first down. Well, this is for all the mistakes and that the Panthers have made, especially in really an ugly third quarter. This fourth quarter, they've come up with just enough plays on defense and now need to just take care of the football here with 1:33 to go in regulation.
Penncrest still has 2 timeouts,
right.
I believe.
I think they will probably use them here if they get a stop here on first down.
Yeah.
With any kind of within reason. Schuster under center now, running down as much clock as he can. 1st and 10. Give on first down is to James Fisher. Steps away from 1 man, 2 men, pushes his way near the 40-yard line. Timeout for Coach Graham and the Lions. And Fisher picks up maybe 4. So 4 or 5 on the gain of 5 on the play. And second timeout burned there by the Lions. All right, so, you know, if you're the Penncrest tonight and you're saying, boy, this is a really a murderous schedule to start the season. Sun Valley handled that, but to start the Central League season with Strath Haven and Garnet Valley, you have to be encouraged, though, to say, look, if you're Paul Graham and the Lions, you're going into the locker room saying, boy, however this last 65 seconds plays out, you have to feel good that you were right there with the defending 5A champs for this game and really did have them on the ropes with 3 minutes left.
I think you can say Penncrest will definitely win some Central League games this year.
Yeah, I think. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Okay. I was just going to say that I think Penncrest, you know, they got that one get from Haven, but they've capitalized the whole game with possessions and their defense is everything else. A couple of big breaks for Haven. Otherwise, this game would be very, very different.
2nd and 5 for the Panthers. 9 in the box once again here for Penncrest, and they give it to Shane Green. Straight up the middle, Green plows his way to the 35-yard line, and that, folks, just may do it. 1:01 to play here in regulation, but the Panthers have picked up a first down, and Penncrest has forced now to burn their final timeout. 6 more for Green, and, the Panthers at this point with 1:01 to go can snap it 3 times.
Brian,
and
Shane Green has 225 yards rushing. Amazing. And 13 tackles, 14 tackles. That's a full night.
Absolutely. He will sleep well and will have earned every bit of his holiday weekend. But, this offense, he doesn't do it without the offensive line and everybody else blocking for them as well. James Fisher with a relatively quiet night with only 7 carries at this point. I think we can disclose that he was not feeling well this week. He, it was very, very limited in terms of practice. He is not playing at 100% by any stretch, but
still averaged 6.5 yards a carry tonight.
Yes, right, and still also has made big plays on defense as well. Many Panthers going 2 ways, both ways, this year. And Caden Schuster now in victory formation with 61 seconds to go will take the snap, take a knee, and start the clock. Panthers will need to do that once, maybe twice more.
One more time.
And they will escape with a 14-10 victory tonight in the Media Bowl and keep that trophy down there on South Providence Road and give the coaching staff lots to think about and lots to work on over the next 8 days leading into Ridley.
Give Penncrest a lot of credit. They played an excellent game. They knew how to stop the Panthers, except for a few big plays. They controlled this game, but they're probably, they are going to lose 14-10, but they played excellent.
Yes, they did. Schuster takes a snap, takes a knee, and that will do it. Clock will melt to 0 momentarily here. The Panthers move to 2-0 and 1-0 in the Central League in a terrific football game tonight to start everybody's Labor Day weekend. Stick with us. We'll be back in just a moment for some final words from our sponsors, maybe another score update or 2 from around District 1, and we'll talk a little bit more about plans next week when we come back on havenfootball.net.
For your dream home, with over a decade of experience, Jess Mudrick knows the market inside and out. Known for her dedication and personalized service, Jess ensures every client finds their perfect match, from first-time buyers to luxury estates. A partner at the Sheridan Mudrick team and backed by Coldwell Banker Realty, Jess combines expertise with innovation, using the latest technology to make your buying or selling process seamless. For a real estate experience that's second to none, trust Jess Mudrick and the Sheridan Mudrick team. Visit SheridanMudrick.com today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to Lewis Scott Field, where Strath Haven, our favorite part of the night there, where the football team heads over to thank and salute the band and get ready for the alma mater, one of the great traditions here for Strath Haven High School, and the football program and the band and the cheerleaders all together as one at the conclusion of every game. So this one concludes with a little excitement, and boy, it was for the first half, 14-3, the Panthers seemed to be scoring at will. 2 possessions, both ended with long scoring runs, but terrific halftime adjustments from the Penncrest defensive staff to hold the Panthers scoreless in the second half for the second year in a row. And Andrew, Panthers escaped, and they're going to go back and say 2 years in a row we could not score after halftime against Penncrest, although they did get awfully close, stopped just inside the 1 on 4th and short.
Yeah, if they don't fumble on that 3rd down, maybe you have a better shot on 4th down, but just a couple of mistakes in a couple of key situations keep Strath Haven from really putting this one to bed.
And again, all sorts of credit goes to Penncrest, who falls to 1-1, 0-1 in the Central League, and have a tough one next Thursday on the road at Garnet Valley. But, we mentioned it just a few moments ago. This is a Penncrest team that you can envision winning several games this year. They were 5-5 in the regular season last year, lost in the first round of the playoffs. This is a team that I think could build on that for sure, Pete.
Yeah, Brian, and like you said during the broadcast, their lineup is full of seniors. These kids have been playing now. This is their third year. And as you each year at this age, how you grow in size and grow in maturity. And you can see this is a very good team. They're going to give a lot of teams trouble.
Indeed, and they'll look to, hope to give Garnet Valley trouble next Thursday night. You can catch that game over on Garnet Valley's broadcast on GarnetValleyFootball.com. And we will be broadcasting next Friday night from Ridley as the Panthers hit the road for the third time in 3 weeks. This time to take on a very tough, very big, and also, reasonably experienced Ridley team who's, frankly, their two best players also 3- and 4-year starters with fullback linebacker Connor Kelly and quarterback Ryan Carroll, both who've been in that lineup for years now. So Panthers will have their hands full next Friday night. We hope to get we'll be, we're going to get there in plenty early, and we're going to get the technology squared away. Hopefully, with a few minutes spare time to get on for pregame. So check out some high school football tomorrow night, all around Central League and District 1. For our cameramen, Dean Michelson and Bill Clancy, phenomenal job tonight. Our engineer tonight and doing everything else on HavenFootball.net, Mike Mayer, wonderful job as always. And for Andrew and Pete, great job tonight with the stats, spotting, and color commentary. This is Brian Carroll signing off, everybody. We'll see you next Friday night. Good night, everyone, and great football.
This internet broadcast has been a production of HavenFootball.net Incorporated. All rights are reserved. Thanks for watching and good night.